Hey guys, it's Cody from Lonestardiggin. So I'm back on a little job today. This guy has a bunch of live oak trees, big nice live oak trees, and he's wanting to go on the underneath part and mow, shred, mulch, whatever you want to call it. Just go under here, under these live oak trees, and shred up all the brush under them, so it won't be sucking the moisture out of the ground. Keep these live oaks in good shape. I got a I believe this is a Blue Diamond mower. It does good on the shredding part as far as brush and stuff, but it doesn't do the best on the grass. Not a great shredder for like brush hogging grass, but it does good on the brush itself. So there's several. He's got ribbons tied on a lot of this for me. Right here on this area, he doesn't want me to save any of these little ones growing up. A lot of these are like saplings growing up. This one doesn't have any, but he has some that are got some saplings growing up. And of course, they're coming off the root system of the big live oaks. I'll get over here and kind of show y'all. You gotta watch for rattlesnakes. They're bad this time of year out here. You can see when I get to different areas, but like right here, this is a live oak tree coming up here. Not these weeds, but that little guy right there. This little guy here, that's a live oak. All these little saplings, all that's all live oak coming off the roots of these big trees. So you can't hardly get in here and poison them, because you know, you end up taking a chance of killing the tree itself, and that would be devastating. So this persimmons, these are all persimmons, wild persimmons. They want to say, see, here's a female, they do have a male and female, but there's a persimmons little, if I get this thing to focus, little persimmons there. You can see the little fruit on it, the persimmons fruit. It's a wild persimmons. They'll actually turn black. I think the ones in the store you buy are orange, but these will actually turn black because they're wild. But all these wild persimmons goes, it's just choking out these live oaks all the way back in there. You can't even hardly see the live oak for the brush under it. The best thing to do is to grub it up and remove it, but that would be a little bit more costly. That right there is what they call a horse crippler. That's a bad dude. That'll cripple a horse in a hurry. They're hard, real hard. Them pokies are hard, stiff. That'll cripple a horse right there. That's why they call it a horse crippler cactus. What the real name is, I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up, but they call that a horse crippler. But anyways, stay on track here and focus. Yeah, we're just gonna go through here and mow, shred, get all that underbrush cut back to help the live oak mature and stay alive and healthy, and just a lot of mowing. I did some already in the back. You can see on my windshield, there's a lot of cactus around here, and that when you hit that cactus, it's like a bunch of boogers on my windshield. I've tried to clean it, but you got to go in there and like scratch it off. But I'll set y'all up, let y'all watch it from a couple different angles, and get some time lapse. And so y'all stay tuned, and I'll get y'all going. So the way I like to do it, I know everybody does it different. There's more than one way to skin a cat, I guess. But the way I like to do it, this is bottomed out. you know, on the shredder. I don't like to drag the shredder around. That just wears the, you know, the feet out or pad out on there. But I like to bring it up about 6 or 8 inches at the back, and then I can just kind of control the front, up, down, up, down. There's a lot of rock in this area, so I can leave my back high and, you know, control the front. Just leave the back kind of fixed and just control the front side. I can make the front go as high, as low as I want. That way, you know, I'm not going up and down like with my main boom. I can just use my bucket tilt and just tilt it up and down, back and forth, you know, up and down, not back and forth. That way, instead of having to worry about 2 different up and downs, all I gotta do is, you know, down and up with the front. I like to go in there and kind of mulch it fairly high and kind of see. A lot of this is so thick, you know, you can't even see what you're doing really. I like to mow it real high and then kind of see what's there, you know, because a lot of times there's a big rock hiding underneath something. Well, when I cut it for the first time, you know, I can see that. I can see that rock. Oh, see, there was a rock. Didn't see it, but that'll kind of help you sometimes see those rocks. Cut it high, cut it real high, you know, and then I can kind of see where the rocks are without damaging a blade or something. Some of those live oak branches, I like to cut them off the dead ones where I can kind of get under there a little better. Them yuccas, it'll throw them yuccas everywhere when I hit them. See, like right here's a big old dead branch hanging down. I'll lift my front all the way up. A lot of times I can just break the dead limbs off with the front of the mulcher mower. Get it, that way I can get in there now. That's just kind of, I know there's more than one way to do something, but that's just kind of what I've seen to work. Leave it up higher, then I can control the front of it. See, like that limb's hitting me right there on the skid loader, so I can break it off where I can get up under there all the way. Already done with that one little section. Come over here to this next one. Now on these tall ones, I like to kind of mow them up high, because when you cut it, they like to fall back, like just like that. I hate when that does that. Then I can't get the darn things off. I don't love raising this thing up with the blade spinning like that. I don't love doing that. But I make sure I'm not going to hit nothing, and I can kind of flip them off. If they're leaning that way, they'll go that way. But if they're leaning my way, they always seem to fall back on my shredder. See, that was a little live oak right there, a little sprout. A little live oak sprout right there. So now I got kind of a 3 foot, and I'll kind of cut it down to about 1.5 feet. I like to just kind of take it usually that's a rock I've hit, and I try to get the mower off the ground as fast as I can. Bring that up high, cut it, see what I got under the tree, and then I can go forward. There's no rocks that I see. Pretty good. It leaves some stumps, you know. It's not as good as a mulcher attachment. This machine is not a high flow machine, so you can run a mulcher attachment on it, but it definitely doesn't have the power. So that one's kind of intertwined, so I'm going to try to get it out of there with my mower. Now that it's out and about, let me break that limb off right there. Now I can clearly get under it. Mow it. I don't see any rocks, so I can set that front down a little higher. I have to get it from the other side. Running over that stump I had cut. Now I can get that tree from this side. Get that horse crippler out of the way. See it? Maybe I can kill that sucker. That's bad news. See if I can get this one. Some of these that are close to the tree, oak tree, it's harder to get them sometimes. There you go. Kind of let it fall back towards me. I try to get it to fall back towards me. That way I can finish mulching it up. I think I'll leave that little one. That's a little live oak to come up right there. I'll leave that one. Now this dude, see, I like to cut it up high where that stuff won't fall back on my mower, and I have to clean it every time. Kind of mow it up high. Get it. Now let me try to cut that up high. That way that stuff don't fall back on me and I don't have to lift my mower up, blades towards me and clean it off. I don't like doing that myself. I know it's probably a 1 in a million chances of it falling, a blade turning loose and coming back, but it has happened before and I don't want to chance it. like carbon window, but still, I bet a blade would come through here. I don't see any rocks in this area, so after I get this cut down, I'll start cutting low. There's a stump y'all survive? Get some of that cactus snot on y'all? Well, that'll kind of sum up this video. See, rock, good thing I didn't hit that thing. But yeah, I just went around and cleared out under all these, and this ain't near all of his stuff. Y'all can look over here for kind of an example. What's happening is, you know, there's oak wilt in this area, kind of in this area. It's kind of further east of this county, but there's some oak wilt coming around, and it'll devastate a place. If it gets into the oak trees, it'll kill them all. But see, these are dead. All these oaks right here, they're dead. You know, the green ones, of course. I mean, the dead ones, of course. But I think's what happening. Well, the owner thinks, and I kind of agree. You know, these are in here and they're dying, but they're being choked out by all this little stuff. I mean, it's just like, you know, be like us in a crowd, you know. You get choked out, you get suffocated, get drowned out. See, this tree is, you know, you think they're kind of dead, and this one looks dead, but coming off of it is a green branch. And so a lot of these are, you know, they are still alive. That one looks dead, but it's got some green in it. But they're being choked out by all the little ones. Less sun, less water, all above. Even the big ones, there's some of these that are dying inside. You know, you could go in here and thin it out even more. Open it up. See, I try to leave some of the bigger ones that are kind of out by themselves. You know, that's a good 2 inches, probably 1.5 inches. You know, and it's just trying to thin it out, clean it up. You know, this will grow up, this will regrow, you know, in a couple years, but it just knocks it back where he can maintain it, give these other trees, you know, some more water and life. And each time you shred this, every time you shred this, see, I left this little group of trees. Each time you shred it, you know, it kind of knocks them back until you kind of, sometimes they'll give up, you know, quit growing, quit trying. But, you know, you can at least get in here and maintain it, do what you need to. If he wanted to come in here with a 0 turn, you know, and keep his deck real high, he could actually get in here and mow around it now. Just kind of giving these other live oaks a chance. You know, there's some in here that he can't get to, or I can't get to. But just trying to, you know, all these leaves on the tree, I'm no plant expert, but all these leaves and all this life from the other trees, that takes up sun and, you know, absorbs water, you know, and I think it's choking out these other big ones. So just actually in Texas, I believe they've started with the NRCS. They have started a program like out here. They have cedar tree and mesquite removal. Well, now they have oak sprout removal. Anyways, that'll kind of give y'all, you know, an idea on this. Little something different for a change than dirt work. But let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all watching. Comment, share the video, and if y'all not subscribed, I'd appreciate if y'all subscribe. God bless y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Bye.